Hi all, and welcome. Let us begin with the question, what does being antibiotic resistant really mean? This does not mean the person themselves are resistant to antibiotics, but rather some microorganisms causing an infection in their body are. Antibiotic resistance occurs when bacteria evolve to evade the effects of antibiotics through various mechanisms. Question 2. How do humans develop antibiotic resistance? 1. Antibiotics in our food. Antibiotics used in food-producing animals or for crop protection are used by bacteria to evolve and develop antibiotic resistance. This resistance gets transferred to pathogenic bacteria in human bodies. 2. Misuse of antibiotics. The misuse of antibiotics in human medicine is also a significant contributor to antibiotic resistance. In 2015, 30% of the outpatient antibiotics prescribed were unnecessary, with acute respiratory infections holding the highest unnecessary use of antibiotics at 50%. Reference: NIH, National Institute of Health. The link to this article is below. 3. Environmental factors. Contamination of water systems with antibiotic residues also plays a role in developing and spreading resistant bacteria. Question 3. What are the health implications of being antibiotic resistant? The greatest danger of antibiotic resistance is the potential for common infections to become incurable, posing significant public health risks. 1. Infections that were once easily treatable with antibiotics become harder to cure, leading to prolonged illness and increased risk of complications. 2. There is a higher risk of death from infections that are resistant to antibiotics. But why are antibiotics used in food production? Antibiotics are widely used as growth promoters and for preventing or curing infections in animals. Antibiotics are also employed to prevent and treat diseases in crops. Question 4. Does antibiotic consumption have any impact on our gut bacteria? While antibiotics are essential for treating infections, their use can disrupt the gut microbiota. 1. Antibiotics can significantly reduce gut microbiome diversity. This diversity is crucial for maintaining gut health. 2. Antibiotics can eradicate not only the pathogens but also beneficial bacteria. 3. Even after the discontinuation of antibiotic therapies, the gut microbiome may not completely return to its original state. Question 5. How should we consume antibiotics? 1. Only take antibiotics when they are prescribed by a healthcare professional. Avoid using antibiotics for viral infections like colds or flu, as they are ineffective against viruses. 2. Ensure you complete the entire course of antibiotics as prescribed, even if you start feeling better. Stopping early can leave some bacteria alive, which may become resistant. 3. Avoid using leftover antibiotics from previous treatments. Question 6. What are the mechanisms used by these microbes to become resistant? The evolution of antibiotic resistance in bacteria is a multifaceted process. Here are some key insights. 1. Genetic adaptations. Bacteria adapt to antibiotics through genetic strategies like mutations in specific genes. 2. Spread of resistance genes. A significant factor in the spread of resistance is the horizontal transfer of resistance genes between different bacterial species and strains. 3. Bacteria also employ various biochemical mechanisms to counteract antibiotics. Lastly, here are 3 simple suggestions to help prevent being resistant. 1. Use antibiotics judiciously. Only use antibiotics when prescribed by a healthcare professional and avoid demanding antibiotics for viral infections like colds or flu, as they could be ineffective against viruses. 2. Choose food products from sources that use antibiotics responsibly. 3. Practice good hygiene. Regular hand washing and good sanitation practices can prevent the spread of bacteria. Disclosure: none of the content above should be considered medical advice. We recommend always consulting a medical professional for medical advice. Thank you for watching. Your comments and suggestions are greatly appreciated.